Case will be decided this morning. Who could see some of the $20,000 raised?
On the edge, what happened that nearly sent a woman off the side of the Southgate Bridge?
And after 5 years of captivity, Sergeant Bo Bergdahl is back in the United States. Why he's headed to a hospital and what his family is saying about all this coming up.
We have those stories, but first let's check in with Larry, who, did you say it, at 4:30 we're going to have some pretty much perfect weather a little bit later on today.
By later on today and into tonight, it'll be as good as it gets. Today, right now, we're seeing some showers and thunder showers out there. This is courtesy of a cool front that is moving through the area. Right now, the best concentration of these, and they're very widely scattered from Hillsborough to Peebles to West Union, south around Maysville and Augusta. So watch out for a couple of thunder showers in these locations. Certainly no severe weather, but maybe some wet roads to deal with in these locations. Otherwise, check it out. A chance of a shower, thunder shower right through 10 o'clock. Still some clouds, maybe a leftover shower south and east of the 275 loop by noon. Then clearing. It looks good through the afternoon. Lower humidity, temperatures in the mid 70s. Lots of sunshine by 4 o'clock this afternoon. You can see some of this rain lining up to our west. Some of this dries up before it gets here, but that's what will be passing through over the next several hours. And then we're home free after that into the weekend. I'll have details of your Father's Day forecast coming up.
Larry, thank you. We're following some breaking news this morning. Police are searching with dogs looking for who shot a 40-year-old man on Eaton Avenue in Avondale. He was shot 3 times in the legs and the hip. He received a ride to UC Medical Center, where police are not saying much right now, except that 2 people shot him. And we'll have an update as more information comes into the newsroom.
And this morning, we should find out what will happen with the reward money in the Brogan-Dully case.
UC student was missing for more than a week, but found dead inside a house right next door to his apartment complex. 9 on Your Side reporter Zach Pitts live with his decision from Crime Stoppers coming up a little bit later on today.
Well, of course, there was a huge search effort to find Dolly. His death ultimately ruled a suicide. The woman that found him was Miriam Martinez. Now, Martinez represents the building's owner. She was actually at the house checking on things. The house is in the process of being renovated. Now, she believed what she encountered that night was an intruder in the house, so that's why she called police. Now, police ultimately made that discovery. Martinez says if she gets any of that reward money, that is, she plans to give it to a youth mentoring charity. Now, the Crime Stoppers Committee, they meet at 7:30 this morning. They're going to figure out how they're going to give out that money. Martinez, she may get some of that money. Of course, we'll let you know. We do have a crew going to that meeting. We'll let you know if she does indeed get some of that reward money from Crime Stoppers. But for now, reporting live, Zach Pitts, 9 on Your Side.
Zach, thank you. You know, part of that money was put up by restaurateur Jeff Ruby. He's giving $7,500 to pay for Tim Dully's tuition at UC. That's Brogan's brother. Ruby will also make a $2,500 donation to a charity in Miriam Martinez's name. She was the owner of the home in which Brogan Dully was found. And it should clear up some confusion about whether he would give any of the money promised to Martinez.
And at 5:01, I'm keeping an eye on breaking news here in the Live Alert Center. We've just learned via Twitter from the Associated Press, Army Sergeant Bo Bergdahl has officially checked into the Brooke Army Center in San Antonio, Texas. Now, he has yet to speak to his family since his return. They obviously are patiently awaiting for that this morning. Overnight, he was flown from Europe to an Army Medical Center in San Antonio, Texas. The Pentagon now saying Bergdahl suffers from some serious psychological trauma caused by those 5 years of physical abuse in captivity. Officials do say, however, he is getting better day by day. The 28-year-old was released May 31st in exchange for 5 Guantanamo terrorism detainees.
Mario, thank you. New this morning, a shooting victim shows up at UC Medical Center, and police are now looking for some suspects. Happened around 11:30 last night at Greenland Place in Roselawn. Police say that they found a car in the middle of the street with a bunch of bullet holes and blood. Officers say the victim was drunk and not being very cooperative. So far, no arrests have been made. Police in Over the Rhine are calling a car fire arson. Someone discovered it at around 2:30 in the 200 block of Wade Street. Investigators say that somebody poured some type of flammable liquid onto the car. They're currently trying to find the car's owner.
An unusual rush hour accident still has people talking this morning, and a horse carriage driver recovering this morning. It all happened on the Taylor Southgate Bridge. Now look at this picture. This is how close she was to the edge. Amazing. Witnesses say the way she landed right there next to that pylon probably saved her life. Daniel Blackwell snapped this picture of the driver just teetering over the edge of the Taylor Southgate Bridge. Newport police say an officer and another Good Samaritan eventually got her down. Investigators tell 9 on Your Side that the carriage was crossing the bridge. The horse suddenly changed direction. A car hit the carriage, and that's what sent the driver flying.
I wanted to be able to help her more, but since I was on the pedestrian side, obviously I'm not going to jump across. I was able to put my arm out and talk to her because she was awake, obviously out of it. And I was able to tell her, help's on the way, don't squirm around, you're hanging. If you squirm too much, you're going to fall.
I mean, she got knocked quite a distance off of that carriage.
What Blackwell was saying is there's a gap between where the pedestrians walk and you can see there in the bridge itself, so we couldn't get to her. The horse named Easy is fine. The driver's name has not yet been released.
Scary moments there. Happening today, more than a dozen members of Wilmington College fraternity will be in court to answer to hazing charges. Police say that the members made pledges, stripped naked, and had icy hot applied to parts of their bodies. This was on Halloween night of last year. They were also hit up with rolled towels, and some of the students were hospitalized. The accused are going to be in court at 9 o'clock this morning.
An Ellesmere mother's in jail this morning after Florence police say she left her toddler alone in her SUV. Don Barb is charged with wanton endangerment. Police say all the windows were rolled up on the SUV. It was parked in a lot in the 7900 block of Mall Road in Florence. Police say that Barb was shopping for about 30 minutes before she realized the child was still in her car. Paramedics, though, say that the toddler's okay.
What do you make of this? Mayor John Cranley is going to be hosting a fundraiser for Hillary Clinton's Political Action Committee. It will be held August 11th. The time and location have not yet been determined. Clinton has not officially declared she's running for president in 2016 for the election, but she will also not be attending the fundraiser. This is a just in case. Meanwhile, former President Bill Clinton is going to be in Ohio today, speaking at the Democratic Party's annual state dinner in Columbus. More than 2,000 people are expected to attend. Clinton carried Ohio in both his presidential campaigns.
Our two local golfers in the U.S. Open are waking up in Pinehurst after a pretty good first round. Andrew Dorn, a Moeller grad, shot a 9 over 79. He'll tee off again in the second round at 8:57 this morning. And Marymount student Will Grimmer will wait till 2:42. He is at 7 over after 5 birdies yesterday, including that one, a pretty good one, at 14.